What's crack-a-lacking, y'all? What's good in the hood, y'all? So welcome back to your girl channel. Today, y'all, I am back with another story time. I'm gonna try to make this video short, straight to the point. I'm not gonna try to ramble on. I am still cool with some of the people in this story. Everybody already told me like they were okay with me telling this story. So I just want to kind of like make sure everything is respectful and that I make sure I word my words correctly. If you guys are new to the channel, make sure y'all hit that subscribe button. Don't forget to like this video, help your girl out. Like, go ahead, it's free, y'all. It's free just to hit bing, the subscribe button. Go ahead and get your tea, your coffee, your lemonade, your juice, your soda, your Dr. Pepper. Go ahead and get all of that before you watch this video. Go ahead, get comfortable, kick back and relax and let your girl tell y'all this story. This story happened like 3-4 years ago. Mad old, but mad juicy, okay? So I'm gonna give y'all like the beginning of how everything kind of like happened so y'all can kind of hear everything. So y'all can kind of know what I'm talking about. You feel me? Because I want y'all to feel me. The main characters in this story is gonna be Gum and Lily. Gum and Lily, okay? Those are the two people y'all need to worry about, all right? So I'm gonna break it off with this. Me, Gum, and Lily, we were all friends. I was friends with Gum like maybe since like the 4th grade-ish. So 4th grade up until maybe a year or two ago. But me and Gum was like really close. Gum was like literally my walking diary, y'all. Like, I told Gum everything, she kind of told me everything. We vent to each other. Like, even when we got to like high school and I started hanging with my other friends, me and Gum always kind of like, we may not have hung with each other in school, but we kind of still seen each other, still kind of talk to each other, whatever. You know, we was like this, y'all. But it was weird because we was like this when we was talking to each other as if like a diary and stuff like that. But like during school, we didn't really hung out with each other. I don't know, it's mad weird, but I'm a weird person. Me and Lily were like friends since maybe like the 9th grade. And we got friends on some weird shit, y'all. That's not even important, but me and her was friends like since 9th grade. And Lily used to like drop me off at home. She used to pick me up from home to take me to school, take me to go get some lunch. We used to go to like the movies together. We used to always have our plans, like we used to talk about what our plans were gonna be when we get older. Like, Lily was really like my girl, you know, like my girl. Cause y'all, if y'all know me, majority of my friends in high school were like gay, and my female friends was like gay, and they like girls, and they weren't really girly girls. So Lily kind of gave me that, was like a friend that was more like a girly girl. Like, I could be, you know, let my hair down and talk to her about guys. So boom, bang, we got the little introduction out the way. So let's go ahead and get into the appetizer. I think problems with me and Lily started to happen around the time when we got out of college. Like, just small minor things started happening that leaded to like a kind of like a big buildup. So I think like some of the things that was happening was like, one of the incidents that happened was my ex told me about something about her, and he was trying to say like things potentially could have happened between them. I don't know, but you know, he was kind of like talking like that, and it was like a little situation with that. So that happened, and then another situation happened was for my birthday, me, Lily, Gum, and a couple of my other friends, we all went to Columbia. Lily and Gum rode with me to meet with my other friend who was gonna actually take us to Columbia. So I parked my car somewhere and we hop in the car with them on the way going to Columbia, the tire buzz. So we had to end up staying in Columbia because we didn't want to leave the car in Columbia overnight, go all the way back home, then come back to Columbia the next day to get the car. Columbia was like an hour and 30-minute drive. I don't know, it was a good minute away from our home. So we stayed in Columbia. And during that time, literally y'all, like Y'all can tell me if I'm wrong in the comments, because guess what? I admit to when I do some effed up crap, okay? So just letting y'all know that ahead of time. So while we was preparing to stay the night, we went to Walmart to go get some overnight gear, because y'all, we had no plans of staying overnight in Columbia. We went to get some overnight gear, and so I was thinking like, okay, Lily and Gum actually rode in a car with me to meet up with our other friends, and I just felt like maybe I need to find them a ride. I need to find us a place to stay, because they kind of rode with me, and I just felt like it will only be right if I try to find us a place to stay, because one of our friends actually offered us to stay at their place, but Lily is terrified of dogs, and they had a dog. So Lily was not trying to stay there. So I was like, you know what, my cousins stay up here actually, so we can all just stay at my cousin's house instead of we staying over there. And so I was making plans for us to stay at my cousin's house, me and most definitely Lily and Gum. Everybody else, if they wanted to stay there, they're welcome, but if they want to go to the other person's house, go right ahead. While we in Walmart walking around trying to find some clothes, some undergarments and stuff like that, Lily said that she already had a ride when she already had a place to stay when I told her we were staying at my cousin's house. And you know, I was just like, well, why didn't you say anything? Like, you know, you came down here first initially with me and Gum, so you could at least make sure we were straight, but you made sure you was straight by yourself instead of seeing if we were straight too. And you know, she was like, well, I thought y'all was gonna go stay with the other person who had the dog. And I was like, no, why would I go stay with them when I know you scared of dogs? Like, where I stay, you stay. You know, like, I'm not gonna go stay someplace where I know you're not gonna want to stay because a dog there. Like, I'm gonna make sure we stay someplace where you feel comfortable, being that you came with me up here. Y'all feel me? Okay, I think y'all feeling me a little bit. That's what I was saying. So I was like, you know what? Now I may have blown this out of proportion. I'm a woman, I can admit when I'm wrong. So I was just like, you fake, like, you didn't even make sure like we was straight. Like, that's so fake, man. Oh my God, you fake. I kind of blew it up, and she kind of got a little upset with that. But y'all, I really did took it overboard, honestly. When we was waiting on her cousin to come pick her up from Walmart, because we all was gonna stay at my cousin's house. So we was waiting on her to get picked up from Walmart. We wasn't gonna leave her out there. She was telling us, y'all can go, y'all can go. I knew she was upset, but y'all, I ain't even gonna lie, because I was mad because she didn't make sure we was straight before she found herself a place when I was trying to look for us a place to stay together. I kind of was like jinxing her a little bit, and I was just like, you know, blowing up out of proportion. And one thing about me is when you get me rolling, I'm gonna keep going. And everybody was laughing, and I was just like, I kept going, or whatever. But I know she was a little upset with me the next day. We talked about it, we apologized, and that was that. So those was a little bit of incidents that kind of happened. Other stuff, but not anything too major. I think the thing that kind of like really start the snowball rolling was when I had a dance performance, right? And I will insert the year somewhere down here so y'all can keep up with the years and the months and the dates, because I really need y'all to pay attention to these days, months, and the years, or whatever, so y'all can stay in touch with the timeline, so y'all can really know how your girl was really feeling and why I was feeling this way, okay? So I had a dance performance. I invite all my friends out. I was on good terms with everybody. Gum and Lily, invite everybody out. So they came to the dance performance, and we all went out to eat at Applebee's. And while we was at Applebee's, my boyfriend Nigel was pulling out a chair. And as he was pulling out the chair, because there was so many of us, we needed to like put two chairs together, kind of two tables together. And he kind of was helping the waiter like put the tables together. And so Lily was just like, look at little Nigel. And so, you know, I was just like, girl, that's what you call being a gentleman. You know, something slight. You know, I always got a rep for my man. But I was just like, you know, that's what you call being a gentleman. And so she was just like, something like that. So, you know, I thought nothing of it. The night went cool. We all eat, we all laughing, joking. I'm talking to this side of the table, I'm talking to that side of the table. Boom, bang, kabang. It's done with. After Applebee's, we all went our separate ways. I told everybody bye. When I went to Lily and Gum, because they rode together, I was like, girl, Lily, your birthday coming up, girl. We should all go out. Just let me know what you want to do. I can meet you, whatever, you know, just trying to make extra plans so I can see them see her for her birthday. And she's like, I'll let you know what we do, whatever. So y'all listen, that was the end of that. So literally like the next month, which was maybe March. So I think my performance happened in February. So March maybe, Lily's birthday was coming up. During this time, after the performance and almost up until Lily's birthday, I kind of was noticing that Lily really wasn't like entertaining conversations with me, like when I would text her like how she normally is. It just seemed a bit off. And so in my mind, I'm wondering like, maybe she's busy and she just like slow texting me and she really not paying attention or whatever like that. So I'm not gonna take it to heart. And so what really made me kind of find out that something was going on was when her birthday approached. And y'all, you know when your best friend birthday come up and you putting this long caption up, you putting y'all pictures up, and you just saying, I love you, girl, we rocking forever, with the little strong emoji with 100 sign, you know, behind it, all that type of stuff. Y'all, my birthday message to her was awesome. You know, waiting on her to respond. And then when she responded with thank you. Thank you. So at this moment, you know, like I'm like, oh hell no, something is going on. And all she said was thank you. Something is going on. Listen, y'all, let me give y'all a T-tip for y'all. If y'all feel like y'all friend, first of all, you shouldn't feel like this, because as a friend, they should come and talk to you if something is really bothering them that you did to them. But anyways, that's neither here nor there. But if y'all feel like y'all don't know if y'all friend fucking with y'all or not, and their birthday is coming up, write them a message and see how they respond. And y'all listen, I was like, hold up, I gotta see if this is, if like thank you, like I'm thinking like thank you, like dang, like that's all I get. So I was like, Maya, you may be tripping, you tripping. I found out that I wasn't tripping when I went on her Facebook page and I scrolled through all the other birthday messages and I saw her saying, thank you, I love you too, my girl, my sis, heart eye, thank you, boo. I don't know if she was saying boo, but her messages, her reply to other birthday messages were way loving and I'm rocking with you forever. Then my little thank you, 2 words of thank you. I was like, damn, she really ain't fucking with me. At this point, I was like, she wasn't really talking to me like that. I mean, her birthday reply was a little like flat. So I was like, let me hit up Gum to see if maybe Gum know what's going on. So y'all, I called Gum. I'm like, yo, Gum, like, is Lily mad with me right now? Like, is she okay? Like, something going on? Y'all, Gum swear up and down like I'm overreacting. Nothing's going on with Lily. Lily just probably busy. It's nothing going on with Lily, So I was just like, well, dang, like, have you spoken to her recently? And she's like, yeah, I spoke to Lily recently. Like, she hasn't mentioned anything to me about you. Like, I could tell something was off. And I'm a lot of things, y'all. I'm a lot of things. But one thing that I'm not is dumb. I'm not dumb, okay? You can't play a player. I was like, I'm gonna let it go. You know, I'm talking to Nigel. I'm like, bruh, babe, I feel like something's going on. Maybe I'm overreacting, you know. Gum says nothing, but I think something going on. So, but I'm gonna leave it alone. A week go by, maybe like, yeah, a week go by, I call Gum up again. I was like, Gum, I have a question for you. So Gum was like, yeah, what's up? And I said, I want you to be completely honest. And so Gum was like, okay, what's up? So y'all, I was like, Gum, do you think I'm a good friend? So Gum was like, yeah, why would you say that? And I was just like, oh, I was just asking because I just feel like if I'm not a good friend, you would let me know, right? You wouldn't like not tell me. Like if I ever did something to you, you would tell me, right? And she was like, yeah, I would. I was like, okay, I'm just making sure, like, because you know, sometimes as friends, I'm gonna be honest, we do things and it can hurt our other friend and we don't know. And we'll go on in life and not even acknowledge that we did something wrong. So sometimes, like, I'm a person, like, if you don't tell me I did something wrong, I don't know if I did something wrong. I'm not trying to do anything wrong to you, but just let me know. She told me no, hung up the phone, that was that. So like a day later or 2 days later, she ends up calling me and she was like, Gum now was like, Maya, you remember when you called me the other day and you asked me, were you a good friend? And I'm like, yeah. She was like, well, I'm sorry I lied to you, Maya. You're not a good friend. I was like, really? Well, dang. If you can't be a good friend, then what can you be? At this moment, I was like, well, is that why Lily not talking to me? And then that's when, ding dong, Gum ended up telling me, yeah, well, Maya, I mean, okay, maybe you should just talk to Lily. And I was like, I have tried to talk to Lily. I reached out to her, but Lily's not talking to me. Did I do anything? At this point, I'm like, well, dang, what did I do now? What did I do now? She was like, well, Maya, went out to eat at Applebee's. You told Lily that's why she ain't got no man. Really? So I was like, Gum, I told Lily that's why she ain't got no man? And Gum was like, yeah, you told her that. So I'm like, wait a minute, you weren't near us at all, so you don't know what I told Lily. That's first thing first. Second of all, you lied to me when I first asked you, did Lily have a problem with me? And you didn't say squat. You, nah, I'm overreacting. You are reacting. I'm overreacting. Third of all, how you just going to side with her and already think that I would say something like that? Now, I do say a lot of stuff joking wise, but to me, that's not that serious. If I did say it, if I did say that, it was probably in a joking manner, or it's not anything to get, it wasn't nothing serious, like, that's why you ain't got no man. It wasn't probably nothing like that. It's probably like, girl, that's why you ain't got no man right now. So I was like, well, dang. I was like, well, no, that's not what I said. The only thing I can remember saying is, that's what you call being a gentleman. So Gum was kind of like trying to like accuse me that I said it, but I'm in the back of my mind and me telling her you weren't there, so how do you know? Like, whatever, I'm gonna reach out to Lily. So at this point, I reached out to Lily, sent her this long message, and I told her, I said, I think you think I said you ain't got no man, but I said that's what you call being a gentleman. If you think you heard something, I apologize. I'm not, I'm sending her this apology, like, I love you, like, it ain't that type of smoke. I guess Lily was like, you said that's why you ain't got no man. Y'all, till this day, I ain't say that shit. Let me just pause. If Maya Chantel McCray ever said something, best believe she'll repeat it to your face again. If I said something to your face, why would I lie and say, I didn't say that, I didn't say that? If I said it to your face, I would say it again to your face. You don't ever have to worry about me saying something to your face and then saying, I didn't say that, I didn't say that. See, it would have been different if I said it behind your back and then you asked me about it and I said, I didn't say that. But if I said it to your face, I'll say it again. No problem. I'll be like, yeah, I said it in one. Yeah, this is why I said it. But I didn't say it, okay? So I was like, well, damn, if you can't say that's what you call being a gentleman, then what can you say? Y'all, seriously, I didn't say this shit. I didn't say it. I hate being accused of something. I hate being accused of something I didn't do. I didn't do it. I didn't do it. I didn't do it. I didn't do it, man. Something so small. I apologize, y'all. So this happened in April. So I apologize and we moved on. So June came about and me and Lily and I think Gum all went to our high school graduation. And everything seemed kind of a little bit off. You could tell that me and Lily weren't kind of like this anymore. It was kind of like this. So it was kind of like a little awkward to be around each other. In June, I think one of my other friends, her son was having a birthday. And so I invited Lily to come out there with me. At this point, it was kind of like we was getting back, we was kind of feeling each other out again. But it was all cool on my end, y'all, I promise. Because when I say I'm done with something, I'm really, really done with it. After that, I think I talked to Lily, but not as much. And I think I was talking to Gum as well, but maybe not as much. But I did notice that Gum and Lily used to hang out at Lily's house a lot over the summer, and I always question, like, why am I not invited to come to your house anymore like that? Now we're in August. This is when I was like, what the fuck? August rolls around, and I noticed that Gum's birthday came up, and Gum and Lily on the beach eating, cutting up steaks, sucking on ribs, the barbecue. You know, so I was like, oh snap. Well, I'm checking my, y'all, I promise, I'm checking my phone like, hold up, let me see if they maybe text me and I just overlooked it. Let me see. So I'm looking through the phone, mad quick, hard thumping. Cause I know my girls hit me up to let me know that we were going to the beach. Y'all ain't nothing in there. Hold up. Wait a minute. Let me check my snap, because maybe they snapped me to go. Check my snap, ain't no DMs. Instagram, no DMs. Facebook, no DMs. So I'm like, what the freak? See if they call me? No missed calls. Except from the bill collector. That's the first time my feelings was hurt by a friend. Am I that bad of a person? I don't think I even brought that up at the time. I was like, you know what? It is what it is. It is what it is.